Hey guys, I'm Cassia Marina of CassiaMarina.me and I'm an online brand specialist specializing in online business. And today I just wanted to get this piece of content out that I have overdue. And this is a question that I got in the DMs and I promised that I'd answer, and I'm long overdue. And I really love this question because it's pertaining to like websites, and it's actually a really good question because we have multiple interests as people, right? And sometimes we don't really need just yet to go and get a website for every little idea that we have. Like, start off with social media, that's totally fine. Validate the idea and then get the website done. But the fact is, websites do really help you take the business forward, help you streamline your processes, your systems, and your overall client and customer experience. So on to the question. The question that I got from Samantha is, hey Samantha, is I wanted to know what is a tasteful way to incorporate multiple businesses on one website. I have my event management company, the candle business, and a blog. I also want to get into floral arrangements as well. I figured it would be expensive to manage multiple websites. So I wanted some advice on if it was possible to incorporate all of these things into one site and how to make it cohesive. So rule of thumb, right? And this is really where like strategy comes down, especially brand strategy, because you want to create a hierarchy that makes sense essentially, and that doesn't confuse your audience, your buyer, your customer, the people who are coming to you, right? So this is super important. So usually by default, the advice would be, don't put a whole bunch of random things and squeeze them together on one side for the sake of your budget. However, sometimes it can work, right? So maybe you might have 5 interests, 4 interests, but maybe you can group them to relative things. And instead of having 5 websites, you could have 2 websites or 3 websites, right? So with her business, she could separate it into 2. But what I actually think, since she's asking if she could put it into 1, here's the answer. And I would recommend, she has an event management company. So I would say her strongest business here right now is probably her event management company. Event management company, I would say, would be the business with the stronger financial standing, right? I could bring in the most money immediately, because that's just how one-on-one work is. That's how client work is. It gives you a lot of cash flow. So I would say make that the main brand, right? So let me show you. So you make the event management company the overarching brand on the website. So you come, you see events, but then you can create a shop page, right? So, you can have a shop area on your service-based website. And that is where I would list the business that can tie in with the theme of events. So it's fine if she wants to incorporate that into the website in some way. The candle making may not be quite event related, but it can if she branches it under the theme of event decor or something like that. And this is where branding, again, brand strategy is super important, and like your packaging of your visuals is so important. So if she has packaging that is consistent with the look and feel of the event company, she can have a sub brand that says whatever the name is by so. So let's say the event company is something events. Then she could put something candles. I don't have any names right now, but the point is, whatever candles by the first name of the event company. So she doesn't have to say by ABC event. She could just put by ABC. So that's how you kind of tie in different brands that are relative to the other. Do some of your own research on to get some ideas of how you want to envision and structure your brand, so that you have the main brand, right, and then you have your sub brands. Think of it like a family tree, and the main brand is like, you know, the grandfather brand, and then you have all your sub brands, you know, like that. So you can see how that kind of relates to like parent companies and so forth and so forth. But that is the general idea. And she could put the blog part as, okay, I am the owner of this company and I have lifestyle content. It's not the most ideal. I would prefer to recommend to keep those things that I just mentioned first under one website, and then keep the blog separate. But when you're now getting started, you can start building a lifestyle brand under a personal brand. So this is where you, the owner, needs to build a personal brand to speak about what the lifestyle blog is about. And this is just showing like, hey, this is me, I'm the owner, and these are things that I'm passionate about, or however you want to tie it in. Now remember, this is just like very general advice. I don't know exactly the type of lifestyle content that she will be creating, but it's a way she can work everything into one website. But ideally, that the lifestyle blog part is the one thing I would recommend separating into a blog website, even if it's a free website, just to get started. So that is some food for thought. If you found this video useful, definitely comment, let me know what you think, share this with someone, tag someone who you think needs to hear this. And if you'd like to book a one-on-one session with me where we could dive deeper into these types of concepts, 1 or 2, you can purchase my Basic to Branded workbook. This is like all of like brand strategy, the things that I would work through in a brand session, the things that I would ask you, packaged up into this book, so that this can help you do just what I just spoke about in this video, right? When it comes to brand strategy, like when you are clear on what you're doing, what your brand is about, the goal, the purpose, it will help you work through those things, give you food for thought, help you gain that clarity, and help you just build a brand that is going to take you just from basic to brand.